Hello, I'm Gina Harris, and welcome to today's Soul Food and Grace Moment. Today's message is one of my favorites, Psalm 138:8, which I'm reading from the ESV version. And side note here, if you've been following along to these daily moments, my default version that I use in these is NIV. So if I don't say anything, it's NIV. But if I use a different version, because from time to time I will feel led to share a different version, I'll always tell you. And I just encourage you to read whatever version calls to you, however God speaks most to you, okay? The Lord will fulfill his purpose for me. Your steadfast love, O Lord, endures forever. Do not forsake the work of your hands. And isn't it interesting that yesterday we were talking about Jesus being the potter and we are the clay? I did not purposefully do this. It just happened to be that was what was placed on my heart for today's message. And that is how good God is. God, when he shows up, at least for me, when he shows up in my life, he makes it known by things that are so, divine. And, we're going to be talking about things are not a coincidence. You'll hear me talking about that a lot. I think everything has a purpose, on purpose. And so you guys, it's just amazing. And as you build that close relationship with God, notice those synchronicities, those beautiful messages that he gives you in confirmation that you're walking in his word, and also that he is, pleased with you. So it's such a great thing. Okay, so you guys, let's go to today's message. So it's not a long message. So I feel very strongly about purpose on your life, right? And especially because of the book that I wrote, Who Were You Before the World Told You Who to Be? I feel very strongly with, in my own life, how I've taken on, the lies or the way that the world has kind of conditioned me to be. Of course, I agreed to it. I'm not blaming everyone else. I'm owning my own journey. Yet within that, it's like been this shedding of all of this stuff that is not the version of who God created me to be. So, and I hope that you know this, your life is not by coincidence or accident. You have purpose on your life. God sent you down here with an assignment on your life, with a reason, on purpose, for a purpose. You are here on this earth for a reason. You have a purpose that only you can fulfill. I'm going to say that again. You have a purpose that only you can fulfill. Don't ever forget it. And don't let anyone dim your light. Don't you let your own self dim your light. Don't let the darkness of the world and the enemy of this earth trick you into thinking that you are not worthy, or you can't or don't make a difference. I'm standing here in authority, telling you that God has made you fearfully and wonderfully made in his image. And don't ever forget it. You may get sick of hearing me say it, but I'm going to remind you time and time again that you and your unique thumbprint that only God gave you is exactly what the world needs. You're here on purpose. Never forget it. Never forget it. And I hope that today's message, it lit a fire inside of you. That's what my book did for me. I feel that God helped me write that book, and just being able to, really be able to see that I was not standing in the fullness of who God created me to be. And I'm standing in authority with you, soul brothers and soul sisters. So as we end today, place your hand over your heart and claim this with authority. I have purpose on my life, and I step into authority today and every day forward. Let's say that again. I have purpose on my life, and I step into authority today and every day forward. Have a blessed day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.